Fellow Nigerians, the much expected governorship election of Edo State has come and gone. The outcome is a true definition of revolution without ammunition. It has been proved that we could build a new Nigeria without shedding blood or using the guns. On behalf of the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria, I wish to respectfully thank His Royal Majesty, the Oba of Benin, Oba Eware II, for cautioning the political actors against violence before the election. In his words, prayer is more powerful than the guns. Long live the King. We congratulate the irrepressible people of Edo State for refusing to be intimidated by the lions and the tigers of our time. You rose up to make your votes count, and you successfully protected your votes. You rose up against godfatherism and imposition of candidates. Because you rose up, you have given hope to the rest of us that indeed we could have better elections and a better Nigeria. Indeed, you have proven loud and clear that Edo not be Lagos. With that uncommon feat, you have energized the rest of us to show that in 2023, Nigerians must rise up and say, Nigeria not be Lagos. We must show to those who use non-negotiable as their political or campaign slogan that our votes count. Never again must we allow thugs and greedy self-seeking godfathers to impose candidates on us. Godfathers who sponsor thuggery, promote election violence and rigging must no longer be allowed to address Nigerians in public. Every election rigger is a destiny killer. One of the greatest challenges to development in Nigeria is the role of godfatherism in our politics. Men who claim to have fought for our democracy but suddenly became autocrats and despots. They sit at home and receive monthly kickbacks from legislators, governors, local government chairpersons, and other political appointees, who they maneuvered and imposed into various offices. That must not be allowed to continue against the wishes of the people. Monies that would have been used for national development going to the pockets of godfathers monthly in Nigeria. Nigerians must begin to resist shame and boo political godfathers and thugs who do not mean well for our country. Ahmed Tinubu, the national leader of APC, who should be telling President Buhari how to respect human rights, how to respect court orders, how to reduce hunger, how to reduce borrowing, how to reduce killing and insecurity, was busy gallivanting the political space and selfishly teaching the good people of Edo State to reject who to reject or who not to reject in their elections. A Tinubu who claimed that he fought for our current democracy but disenfranchises Nigerians from exercising their democratic rights. How many Democrats in normal societies promote election violence or use thugs and ammunition in their elections? Which one? Tinubu's thugs violently prevented the supporters of Ambode from voting during the APC primary elections in Lagos State simply because he wanted to impose Babajide Sanwo-Olu on Lagosians. Is that your definition of democracy? What makes you more Nigerian than other Nigerians? Because you have public money in your hands, driven by bullion vans? Your name will be negatively remembered in the black days of the political history of Nigeria. The blood of our compatriots killed and injured during our elections are on your head. Your time to repent is very short. We sincerely congratulate President Muhammadu Buhari for giving INEC a free hand to operate. Some persons threatened to use federal might in the elections, but President Buhari has proved them wrong. We wish to use this opportunity to urge Mr. President to sign the 2018 electoral bill, which is long overdue. We congratulate INEC for conducting a credible election, but they still have work to do. Serious charges must be brought against persons involved in vote buying before and during elections. It is a mockery to the same people that the politicians have made poor. We saw videos of APC and PDP shamefully indulging in vote buying before and during elections. With the change and next level agenda of this government, we wish to categorically state that Nigeria is far bigger than the type of elections we have today. The world has moved further than this. What are we waiting for? We need electronic voting, where Nigerians could vote from the convenience of their homes. Configure the data of voters from their voters card into their telephone SIM cards, and people could vote with their mobile phones wherever they are. That will put an end to voters' apathy, expensive elections, ballot box snatching, violence, vote buying, and the huge deployment of security agencies. Voters' education was also very poor. 483,796 persons refused to collect their voters' cards in Edo State because they are losing trust in our elections. People are even scared to come out to vote. The number of uncollected voters' cards is about 90% of the total vote cast during the Edo State governorship election. With electronic voting via mobile phones, the confidence of voters will be highly restored. We request that INEC and the Nigerian Senate should quickly conclude all preparations that will ensure diaspora voting in 2023. Now we have time. Don't wait till next year. You tell us that the time is short. We have waited long enough. It is very humiliating to continue to disenfranchise the estimated 20 million Nigerians in diaspora, when the diasporas of smaller countries like Republic of Benin, Kenya, Senegal, South Africa, they are voting. The Senate should go ahead to reserve some parliamentary seats for Nigerians in diaspora, just like some other African countries are doing. Cape Verde, for example, reserves 6 out of our 72 parliamentarian seats for their diasporas. Angola reserves 3 out of our 220 parliamentarian seats. Algeria reserves 8 out of our 220 parliamentarian seats. So what is Nigeria waiting for? What is the change that they are talking about if we cannot see change? We congratulate Edo State indigenes in diaspora for the huge role they played in this election. You send messages home to your families and organize various programs so that your people will do the right thing. Therefore, we respectfully request that the governor of Edo State should establish a ministry for Delta states, for Edo State diaspora, as a platform to attract foreign development and investments, and to adequately represent Edo diaspora, to represent their interest. We should have a commissioner for diaspora affairs appointed from abroad, from Edo State. We congratulate the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Pastor Osages Izeyamo, for an election well fought. In the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising each time we fall. As for other contestants, we expected you to have done more. It is not enough for you to collect party candidates forms, nomination forms, and you want us to refer to you as former governorship election candidates when you did nothing. We must end this mentality that either PDP or APC must win our elections. No, no, no. That is a defeatist mentality. It is the fear of failure that prevents many people from achieving their divine goals and moving society forward. All the problems we have in Nigeria today were caused by APC and PDP. Our coalition does not align with any political party. No. In the Edo State election, we are celebrating an individual, not this political party. We are interested in good governance, security, democracy, and respect for the rights of every Nigerian to the fullest. New political parties ought to have agreed on a consensus candidate amongst themselves and supported such a person to succeed. Stop surrendering your political parties to APC and PDP. That was what we also experienced in the 2019 presidential elections, because many of them were sponsored to be spoilers. If you cannot vigorously campaign and contest for an election, please do not start or sell out. Supreme Court Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State came forth in that election, but due to legal technicalities, he became governor. If technical issues arises in the Edo State election now, none of you is qualified to be governor, because Emmanuel Iboyi, the candidate of the African Democratic Party that came third, scored just 2,374 votes. That amount of votes would have increased if all other parties agreed on a consensus candidate. The APC and PDP have frustrated and disappointed us as a people over the years, because they are the same. We congratulate Governor Godwin Obaseki for victory at the polls. It is our fervent prayer that God will grant you excellent health, wisdom, and the forthrightness to lead aright and to leave an enviable legacy behind. To he that much is given, much is expected. You won the election because the Edo people sympathize with you, because of the good work you started, and they decided to make a statement against oppression, godfatherism, and the double speaking of people like Adams Oshomole. It is our hope that you do not become a godfather yourself, because the world is watching. It is also our hope that you will not take Edo State back to the dark PDP days of Lucky Bonejo, 29th May 1999 to 29th May 2007. Let your light shine. Your people voted you as an individual, not because you are in PDP or because you are from APC. You may have won in any political party because of your pedigree and the good words Adams Oshomole spoke about you in 2016. They clearly shows that you are a marketable candidate. Therefore, the time has come for you to heal wounds, forgive and reconcile the good people of Edo State, no matter their political affiliations, tribe, or religion. To err is human, but to forgive is divine. They called you MOU governor. The time has come for you to prove them wrong. Show them that Dubai was built by men. Banish hunger and poverty in the land by establishing state-of-the-art farms in all the 18 local government areas of Edo State based on highest comparative advantage. Build a solid security architecture in the state with your monthly security votes. Sign the anti-courtism and finally bring Togri to an end in Edo State. Sign the anti-courtism law. Let there be light as your independent power plant comes alive. Henceforth, no child must go to bed hungry or beg for bread. Industrialize the state for job creation. Stop the wasteful payment of pension to all former governors. Governorship is service to the people, not a liability to the state. Organize free and fair local government elections and allow the people to choose their preferred candidates, no matter their political parties. Please remember where you are coming from. You are a product of God's grace. Please declare 19th of every September as Edo Day against godfatherism and thuggery. You must fully respect the rule of law and democracy. Please withdraw all court cases. All members of the Edo State House of Assembly must be sworn in and allowed to resume office immediately. They were voted by their people just like you, and they must represent their people without hindrance. God gave you a second chance so that you could heal and reconcile. We are very optimistic that you shall leave a long-lasting legacy. Let your light so shine. A young man was shot dead for snatching ballot box, and we hope that that is a lesson to those people that call themselves rugged, hard men, lion and tigers combined. We congratulate Edo State youths for their very enviable participation. You arrested vote buyers and vote sellers and vote buyers, especially vote buyers and ballot box snatchers. You took their money but voted your conscience. You proved that a new Nigeria is possible. Nigerian youth, Nigeria is waiting for you. Nigeria is waiting for you to mobilize and change the ugly narratives of our elections and the position of candidates. You make up 60% of the Nigerian population. Power is in your hands. Power is in your hands, Nigerian youths. Arise. You can do it. We hope that youths in Ondo State will copy from what just happened in Edo State. DSS must not wait for petition before they arrest Mr. Isaac Kemekeke, who issued a video threat that he and others will give Ondo State electorates the Yaya Bello and militant treatment in the upcoming elections. Can you imagine that? A former commissioner of justice in the state of Ondo. Nigeria belongs to each and every one of us. Nobody owns Nigeria more than Nigerians. The people of Lagos must wake up now. No man on earth has the power to stop you from voting. They violently stopped the supporters of Ambode from voting during the APC primaries in Lagos State because the Tunubus believe that Lagos is their farm. That nonsense must stop. We salute the international community for imposing and threatening to impose travel ban on Nigerian politicians that have been terrorizing the political space of our country. Your action is bringing sanity to our country. We really hope that you will quickly expand the list of politicians that must be banned because many of them are working free. And as you do this, we also ask that you equally repatriate their assets which are stashed in your various countries. I will not conclude without mentioning the name of Adams Aliyu Oshomole. Adams Aliyu Oshomole. You have learned the hard way that gra, not the pay. You disgraced the grace that brought you in as governor. You mocked unionism and activism on whose back you rode into office as a governor. You displayed complete lack of integrity. Oh, the same Oshomole of yesteryears. How power corrupts. How power corrupts. When power increases, the morality of some men decreases. Indeed, power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Adams, you discarded the very essence of humility and decided to become a dictator and a godfather after hoodwinking your people with the one man, one vote mantra. You called a man incompetent, you called a man a thief, and you wanted to cajole the same people to wear him a crown, to satisfy your selfish interest. As you knelt down for the chiefs, the time has come for you to equally kneel down for the Edo people to ask for forgiveness. Under the blue sky and in roofed houses, you deceitfully knelt in feigned humility from post to post with greedy mien in expectation of godfatherism with the mission to plunder, to steal, to kill, and to destroy. When men, very short men, fearfully and fearlessly threaten the political space and bestride Mother Earth like a colossus. They forced angels to weep in torrential tears from high heavens. Adams Aliyu Oshobole reminds me of the book written by William Shakespeare titled Measure for Measure, in the words of Shakespeare. But man, proud man, dressed in a little brief authority, most ignorant of what is most assured. His glassy essence like an angry ape plays such fantastic tricks before high heaven as makes the angels weep, who with our spleen would all themselves laugh. Mortal, money belongs to men, but ultimate power belongs to God. Whoever speaks after God has spoken is a noise maker. God bless Edo State. God bless the Global Coalition for Security and Democracy in Nigeria. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We shall overcome if we don't give up. Thank you.